He said, Peter Pan, that's what they call me. I promise that you'll never be lonely.
Hey guys, Credenda here, and today I'm going to be reviewing a game I played on stream. It's actually a pretty high elo game, helicopter, cutie pie in it. But the main reason I want to review this game is because it's something I don't see a lot of people do, and it's review the games they played poorly in. I feel like there's three different types of games. One, the unwinnable game. Doesn't matter what you could do, your teammate's just going to lose it for you. It's like 5% of games, maybe more, probably more than that. Has been more difference. But a small percentage of games are just unwinnable. Can't do anything about them. Another percentage of your games, smaller percentage, or not smaller percentage, but a similarly small percentage, are games where your input means absolutely nothing in the game. The game's 19-7. All three lanes are stomping. Maybe you're AFK farming in the jungle. Maybe you're not doing anything. Maybe you have one kill. Maybe you solo killed your lane once. The game is just over regardless of what you do. And that's the other type of game. And the third type of game are winnable games. And you want to win winnable games. If you can play to a certain level to win these games and be the reason you win these games, you will climb elo. That's just how it works. Like, you just have to focus on these winnable games and see what you can learn from it. So, in this instance, this game was a very, very winnable game where I had a lot of winning lanes, and I, due to my poor play and inability to snowball my advantage, fucked up. And I fucked up, and we lost the game because of it. So, I'm going to review that right now and see what I can learn and show you guys. So, I'm going to be scrubbing through this a little bit, but I want to say, I will keep you muted because I was listening to music and stuff, but just I guess the first thing I want to do is just like kind of tell you guys my thought process while I was doing it, in lane, macro, micro, and then maybe pause it for a couple minutes, maybe not minutes, a couple seconds, just to see what the best alternative would be with the given information. So straight away, their team is cancerous. Irelia, Kazakh's so fucking stupid right now. Kazakhs in particular. So I really have to be careful about snowballing Kazakhs. Kazakhs is like a really big threat in this game. So I need to neutralize Kazakhs. And another big thing that I want to do in the Talia matchup is to just pressure her out. I can't farm even with her and expect to win the game, because Talia is a scaling champion, and Jace does not scale. Jace, and then I think QD just kind of like walks in there. That's kind of unfortunate. But they burned both Sum's bot, so they're essentially going to lose bottom. So I know they're going to lose bottom. Pretty much. I know that bottom is just actually fucked. Not really much you can do there, especially Alistar Varus. I don't know what else they burned. I should have asked. And that's something I could have done. So I could have asked them about summoners. That's one thing I could do right now. Okay, the lane's starting. And I want to shove it up. I really want to shove up the lane just so that I can get priority on Talia. So I'm autoing as often as I can. I could be autoing a little more often, I feel like. But I really want to make use of level 1. See, I'm hiding behind my minions as well, around here, just so that she can't hit me with multiple hits of Q. Because what a lot of Talias will do is they'll get the minions really low. The first hit of Q will kill all the minions, and then like the second and third that come out a little bit faster will hit you. So you really have to play around your minions. So there's the first one. I know it's locked in that location, so I can get a free auto in here. That was a good auto. Probably could have got a Q in there, but I don't think I had the angle on her. I was trying to get the angle. Again, you always want to look for angles on Qs, QEs, stuff like that in lane. So right now I'm just trying to like posture with her. I'm trying to walk around the minion wave just to try to get a QE. It's also around 218, so I need to be warding really soon. That was a nice QE. What I should do right now, this is a mistake. So this is the first mistake I make, and it's because I'm reading chat. I should immediately kill that minion, not walk back like a retard, immediately kill that minion and go to ward. There's no situation where walking here does anything for me. I'm walking back here and just absolutely doing nothing. I need to be autoing this minion twice and getting the ward. Also, since I let it live for so long, the minion just got free pressure on my minions to give her a level advantage if she wanted to push for it. She didn't really auto that much, so that's also an indicator that the jungler probably isn't around here that I could pick up on, but I obviously can't know that. We now know that Kha'Zix was going bot lane, but Just small shit like that you could pick up on that I just did not pick up on this game. Again, trying to posture past, missed the QE, could have definitely hit that QE. Really hard to dodge QE if you aim it right. So this all in turns out to be bad because I mispositioned my walking and just get W'd right into the minion wave. Right in the minion wave, take all this minion aggro, take all that E aggro. The trade would have been good if I just walked up, and that's just a mechanical misplay on my part. I feel like it was a good trade to go for, and I just fucked it up in the execution. So definitely like working on my execution is definitely something I need to focus on. Just like looking at this game. The Q is nice, but now I'm in a disadvantage. I used a lot of my mana in a trade that I thought I was gonna win, and then I lost the trade. And now I just lose pressure. So I can't go up to auto those because if he W's me, I just have to lose the entire wave. So because I fucked up mechanically and went for a mechanically kind of risky maneuver, I'm also missing a ton of CS here. Because I went for a mechanically risky maneuver and actually failed it, I get punished very hard as a result. I should be pinging way sooner for Talia to me. I just feel like I was like really slow this game. I wasn't really reacting to how the game was being played. So now I don't know where Kha'Zix is, so I don't really want to go all in on her, even though I probably could. Her stopwatch isn't up. She does have barrier as well, so I'm just kind of looking for QE angles again, walking back and forth. Got a QE. It's super nice to get them off the back wave because the blast rate is actually pretty large. Yeah, I just want to like the right now. What I'm thinking about right now is what I'm thinking about right now is trying to keep my wave on my side because I have no idea where Kha'Zix is. I need to get some wards down. I still have 2 trinkets. That's really bad. I should be putting them down like pretty soon. And she's trying to shove out and base. I switched to melee form here to get some mana back. That's really nice. Auto as much as I can. With the way she's playing, I feel like Kha'Zix can't be here, but I can't risk it. So I switch back to range form, hug my bottom side. I get a shallow ward here. I should have just walked a little farther and put the ward in. I don't know why I do that. That's a really bad habit I have. Is that if I feel pressured in the lane, I just won't ward deep. Because the better ward to get in mid lane, just for you guys that don't know, is right here. Because right here, you see this path, you see this path, you see this path, you see this path. There's pretty much no path except jumping over Dragon Wall and going right down that you can't see with this ward. Whereas if you put a ward right here, maybe you miss this path. If you put a ward here, you miss some of this path, you miss this path. Like, there's so many paths to gank mid lane that you just miss out on due to this ward. Thankfully, you know, Zach walked right on it. Also, this was a kill. This was a kill, and I'm retarded. We can go back. So, Helicopter is walking right up there. And if I just see him here, okay, so right here, as I see this, all I have to do, literally all I have to do, is buffer E, auto Q, and then he dies. Because I E him back here, right? I like sit here, just E him right back, right into Alistar, Q him for the slow. I don't think he has flash up either because he flashed bot lane. And then we just murder him. But instead, I walk off, I'm not aggressive, and I didn't just go and auto him. And I just give up a free kill. And that's really bad, because that kill could have set me in position to do well the entire rest of the game. And that's just a mechanical misplay on my part as well. So I feel like what I'm seeing right now with this game, I feel like the main reason why I fucked up this game. This was bad too. If I flash... Okay. The main reason I think I messed up this game is, like, yes, there's mechanical mistakes I made, but it's also the decisions. I didn't decide to really trust my mechanics fully. So whenever I went in for a play that maybe required a bit more mechanics, I would just end up whiffing. And I feel like I just need to be more aggressive. I need to be more confident in myself as a player. That's what I'm picking up from this VOD right now. So I'm getting really greedy with this wave. I don't know where Kha'Zix is, but I'm just like, fuck it. I want to fucking push this wave. If I don't push this wave, my lane is fucked. Because if I don't push this wave, it's stuck on my side for a little bit. It slowly pushes to him. He gets a huge wave to farm, and then I probably lose big minion experience too. So I push that out. It's really nice. I have 47 farm right now. I think it's to 45 when he comes back. But he's farming really well. This mid laner, I played against him twice as Talia. He neutralized me really, really well because he Kind of just traded CS with me. Never got solo killed by me. Solo killed me once. It's actually in this game because I misplayed mechanically, and he builds the right items. Like most players don't really build the right items. Like he just rushed tabbies. All you gotta do is rush tabbies. You just take 0 damage if you play smart. So what this guy did was just like actually neutralize all my laning power because of my 2 mechanical mistakes that I definitely could have got kills off of. I also am not spam pinging Mia before I go to lane, and I think this is also a byproduct of me reading chat. I need to stop reading chat so much in game because when I look at chat, I'm not looking at the map. I'm not constantly thinking about where my opposition could be, and thus I'm not giving my teammates enough communication to win the game, essentially. So, even though I got a wave shoved out, I'm walking, I'm posturing, this is doing nothing. Sitting here right now, instead of shoving that next wave, is absolutely doing nothing. I just need to be sitting mid and shoving that next wave in, so I have priority again. I always need, I think, looking at this now, I need to be mindful of the mid wave that's coming currently, and be mindful of my positioning relative to when it hits the middle. Because if I'm not mindful of where it hits, or when it hits rather, it's just so unfortunate for pressure and priority. Because the faster you clear the wave and push it back to their tower, the faster you can go roam, instead of just sitting and jerking off at some random point in the river. So that's what I need to be doing. I need to be sitting in mid more. You gotta be sitting around mid. Like, it's nice to roam, it's nice to put pressure, but the worst thing you can do is be indecisive. And I feel like that's what I'm being right now. I'm being slightly indecisive by just standing in river, hoping maybe they'll int, and then going. And I feel like in a game like this, I can't do that. I have to be extremely efficient with my push. I cleared this in QEM, I think. Yeah, that was a pretty clean QE. I want to poke him out. I have a lot of mana. This is where like the lane gets kind of finicky. We both have decent damage, but obviously I have more. If I hit all my abilities, I obviously will kill her, and she won't kill me. So this is like the time to go for a solo kill. Kha'Zix is still off the map, and that's really scaring me though. I can't really go on top of her, and she's doing a really like this mid laner is like really good with his positioning. He's positioning to the side of the map where his jungler is on, so that even if Kha'Zix doesn't show up on the map, he has unknown pressure, or he has like not hidden pressure, but he has innate pressure by just sitting on that side of the map. Because I can't go in on him, because if I go in on him and Kha'Zix is there, the lane is actually over. So like it's essentially like, is this guy gonna hedge a bet on potentially solo killing me for, you know, all that pressure? And then I see Kha'Zix top. I go for the all-in. I fuck up here. I should have dodged the E, yes. Not taking the tower shot, yes. And not Zanya's there, yes. And there's really nothing more to that. I was just trolling. This was a terrible fucking play by myself. The stopwatch was terrible. She stopwatched my Q. The wave's in a decent spot because it's going to be slow pushing back to me, but she's still definitely got the betterment of that trade. And so, I literally have thrown the game at this point. Even though I'm only 0-1, I could be blaming my bot lane, I could be blaming QTPie for feeding level 1, I could be blaming my jungler for not ganking or something, but I have thrown this lane 100%. I've thrown 2 kills so far, I've jerked off, done absolutely nothing with a majority of my time, except farm. And then on top of that, I got solo killed by a mid laner that scales better than me. So it's just actually a terrible situation that I put myself in this game. So far. We'll keep going. So right now I should be looking to push mid. I definitely should be looking to push mid right now. Just pushing mid and roaming. So now I'm walking down. Talia's going to get there before me, and she's always first to roam. That's another thing that's terrible about this. She's always first to roam. I'm so late, and I die anyway. When I walk down here and I know Kha'Zix can be here, I literally waste so much time, so much experience. I waste my summoners, and I die. And this just cements the game as lost. Because I just int. And then I panic flash here instead of walking to the wall and flashing. She does a really nice W. And Talia just does such a great job. This Talia does such a great job of neutralizing me and punishing me for really small mistakes. Mistakes that I don't really think about. Mistakes where if I just walk down here, I won't die. And then I just die because they coordinate, they go on top of me, and all my mistakes are just compounded so much more in this elo that I'm noticing. I need to be constantly aware of my location. I need to be constantly aware of what's happening on the map, what information is being fed to me about the map, where my teammates are on the map, where the enemies are on the map. I need to be constantly thinking about these. And even if I don't think about this for like 10 minutes, or 5 seconds, or 1 minute, or however long it is, that's autopilot. And autopilot is so bad, especially if you're playing in a game that requires your utmost attention, which is pretty much every game of League, especially this game though. At least for me. So I shove this up. We try to dive. It turns out to be a terrible dive. But at this point, I'm behind Talia, which is so bad. From this point, I literally have to give up maybe pressure I could be providing to other lanes just to try to catch up and get farm, which is not the position you want to be in against a heavy roaming mid laner like Talia that also scales. So even though I'm keeping up CS, not the best thing I could be doing. I'm just skipping through this because a lot of this is just me pushing and getting waves. And there's not many misplays I can really give you guys off the top of my head just walking around. But, and it's just like, you know, Talia and Jace is literally, like at this point, it's like just us pushing back waves because we don't know where each other's junglers are. I think she eventually makes a positional mistake, and I think it's like a chance for me to come back in the game. And I still throw. It's somewhere here. So we're just pushing. Sorry, this is so laggy. But then I base here in IQ, and that's a terrible mistake. You should never fuck up with your base timings because your base timings are so important. Seconds matter in this game. Seconds matter so much. It's actually insane how much, like a couple seconds can mean the difference between like a kill, 2 creeps, experience, everything. It can mean the difference between everything, and me using that Q made it so that maybe I can't get there faster than her, provide pressure. So many things are just wrong with being inefficient with your time. See, now she's back with blue buff. She's going to shove that, and she's going to get first roam on bot lane. So if bot lane was ever a competitive fight right now, she would have first roam, I'd be fucked, and we'd lose even more than we already have. She stays here and pushes because obviously nothing's happening, but that's just the possibility of what could happen if that happens. So now that I made all these mistakes, every time I try to all in her, she takes no damage from me because she has all this gold to spend on armor and such. And I do zero, like, she takes no damage from me, and she does so much damage to me, like, oh my god, the earlier mistakes I made were actually terrible. She makes a mistake here, I capitalize on her really well, so do my other teammates. We burned 3 flashes, though, for this, which isn't necessarily the best trade in the world. Like, yes, we got her, yes, I got blue buff, yes, maybe her lead is a little bit less, and I shouldn't be backing here either. I should be immediately pushing the wave right now. Instead, I sit there for 6 seconds, and let Cutie come in and get this. I think I should have just taken this. I should have just shoved this out, taken this, and then gone to a different lane. It's probably what I should have done. So yeah, there's just a ton of like macro mistakes that I make. I come back mid to farm the lane because there's nothing to farm bot lane. This is good. They get a pick. Nice. We move up, get tower. I'm proking pretty well. What is this? What happens here? Okay, so Zax comes in here. I E him out, which is nice. Q's fucking him up. Q eat him. That was clean. So that was like another clean play. But after that, I just feel like a lost puppy. I feel like a deer in the headlights, just like walking around. And I could go through the rest of this, but I feel like you guys have a feel for how I kind of review my own vods and how I think about my gameplay. Also, like, I wanted to, like, get a game where, like, I didn't play very well and I, like, threw an early lead instead of a game where I'm just rolling through my teammates. We did end up losing this game, if you guys, like, want to know what the outcome of this game was. I think I ended, like, 2-6. Just kept dying over and over, just kept inting. Definitely a winnable game if I played better, and I just couldn't play better. So takeaways that I would say from this, like just doing this VOD review, or just watching this VOD over and like thinking about it, would be I need to start thinking actively about every move I make and every position I'm at on the map. All the information that's given to me. Can't look at chat. Can't just fucking reach out if I want to play the game seriously like this. Be more confident in my mechanics. Just because I fuck up a play doesn't mean I shouldn't go for a different play. And if I know I can do it, I should do it. Pull the trigger immediately. Don't just wait. Don't wait for the perfect moment. The moment won't come. You have to pull the trigger. That's something I have failed to do in the last couple games that I've played, at least on my main. And definitely something I need to improve on. So those are 2. And then third would just be, I guess, to be more aggressive. I need to make plays. If I pick an AD mid laner, the thing with picking an AD mid laner, and why a lot of AD carries really hate you if you pick an AD mid laner, is because if you pick AD, obviously they're going to build all armor, and obviously if the AD does AD damage, he's going to do less damage as a result. So if he's getting shit on, or if you pick AD mid and you get shit on, it's even worse because he's doing magic damage to your AD, and your AD is doing 0 damage to everyone else because everyone has armor, and then on top of that, you're also doing 0 damage. So I just need to realize that Jace is that kind of champion, that snowball, hard snowball, hard carry champion, and I need to get more in that mindset, not the farming mindset that I feel like I was in, the poking mindset, passive mindset, and I need to be just more aggressive. So, positional awareness, no autopilot. Aggressive, not passive. Can't play passive. You're Jace. Can't play passive. And 3, just trust your mechanics. Would be the takeaways for me. Let me know what you guys think about this type of VOD review. I think I'm going to be doing some coaching VOD reviews in the near future, and I'm actually starting coaching on my channel. If you guys want to go to twitch.tv/Credenda, it's below. Quick little disclaimer, I have it at the bottom as well. Coaching, while it's nice and it might accelerate you, you can find everything that people can give you online. With enough work, with enough, I guess, like, Googling, you can find pretty much every piece of information, aside from, like, very J-specific things that I can teach you. So, don't buy it, like, thinking that you'll get diamond or something like that, like, in the next day. Like, it's not instant results. It will help. It will accelerate it, definitely, but, the main thing I want to give with VODs like these, in addition to reviewing VODs of other, worse players than me, I want to be reviewing all the games that I do really poorly in, just to tell you guys, or just to show you guys that even a snack makes mistakes, and also to show you guys that like how I kind of like process how I improve, how you should look at your own VODs if you want to look at your own VODs like this. Let me know what you think about this type of video as well in the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at the Credenda, my dudes. Follow me on Twitch. I stream. I have a schedule now with uni starting, so I should be sticking to that. Resetting my sleep schedule as we speak. But thank you all so much for watching, and have a great day. Peace.
Be the fan, that's what they call me. I promise that you'll never be lonely. Be the fan, that's what they call me. I promise that you'll never be